Hi everyone, welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name's christinamarialeifsdotter and I'm here to do a reading for Virtuous Virgo, a love reading for Virtuous Virgo. And in the pre-shuffle of the tarot cards, two cards fell out. One was this one, the Six of Cups. I don't know how to best show that to you. The Six of Cups is a card that shows that there's a longing back in time to something that has been before. Also, this card, I don't know if it's the four, no, it's the Nine of Swords, which shows a lot of anxiety at worst, or at least it shows that you're very, very tired at the moment. Now, the thing is that your planet Mercury is retrograde at the moment, so that could be affecting you a lot. Maybe more so than the rest of us. I get very affected. I've had to call for help twice in the last week, computer support. So really crazy things like that start to happen when Mercury is retrograde. And it's going to be that way up until the 22nd of June. But I'm sure you'll write yourself up pretty soon anyway, Virgo. In the Oracle cards, in the Path of the Soul, you got Nature. Very glary. Nature. Now, there's nothing like nature to cheer a Virgo up, earth sign as you are. Just get out there into the forest, down onto the beach, wherever you prefer, wherever you gain equilibrium and strength. And in the yogic path, you've got Dharma. Now, that's my favorite card. Of course, it's my favorite card. Your highest purpose. So we'll tie those together with your reading at the end, but we'll start by checking this out now. Okay, they're saying that's enough. Cut and layout. So the tarot cards that I work with are called the Goddess Tarot. So there's a lot of feminine energy, which is good for males too. We don't discriminate. And if you'd like to have a private reading with me, completely doable. Just get in contact on Messenger, or if you're on YouTube, you'll see my email address in the description box. And we'll agree on a day and a time. And what can we look at? Well, you decide. I'm game to try anything, but normally people want to look at their love lives or their careers or maybe businesses. Sometimes they want to look at previous lives that they've had and maybe even make contact. Sometimes people want to make contact with somebody that's passed to spirit. So you decide what we're going to look at. I'll be happy to follow through with whatever. So what have we got here, Virgo? Oh, we have a young woman. Here you are. So between the age of 20 and 28, and work comes up right next to you. And I see your soul, and your soul is up in the reverse. So now I understand that you're tired. And I think you're a healer. It wouldn't surprise me at all if you worked with within the healthcare system somewhere in the world. Yes, it's absolutely healthcare. And you're super efficient. When you're working, you're very boom, boom, boom. Here's the no-nonsense queen of swords. So an extraordinary good communicator, but also no nonsense, which is great. But this job is taking its toll on you, and you need a rest, desperately need a rest. And I don't know what country you're in, but I do know that in Sweden, which I'm not, I'm in Sicily. Check out the kitchen. But in Sweden, where I come from, they're desperate and they are giving nurses so much money to please stay on the job don't take out holidays, which is really difficult because they're so desperately needed after this last year with the pandemic. Yeah, so you are tired, dear Virgo. So we'll keep going here now. You're also very ambitious and you're very driven, and you come up here as the magician. This is an energy worker. So I often use the example of saying that when you walk into a room, if the ambience or the atmosphere is a bit acey-doocy, a bit low, after you've been there for a few minutes, it lightens up. Now, the opposite is also true. If you walk into a room and you're in a bad state, you can drag it down just as easily as you can lift it. So it requires a lot of conscious effort, and there's a lot of responsibility there. But you've turned a karmic life lesson. We saw the Dharma card there as well. You're on your life's purpose. You've turned a karmic life lesson. When we do that, we're also free to do whatever we want. We're not obliged to stay around when we've learned our lessons. If we leave before we've learned our karmic lessons, we only have to redo it a bit further on down the line. So now this should be a love reading, but it's all about your work. But I actually feel like the universe is saying, well, you've done your bit. If you have the opportunity, if you feel that you want to go somewhere else, do it. Because you can keep working within the health system and fulfill your dharma there. Just know that the universe has your back if you choose to leave work. I don't think you'll do that in a hurry, but just know that. And what else do they tell us? Spirit. It's time. Time for what? Yeah, it's time to take care of the imbalance. Yeah. But you've gone from strength to strength, and over here I see some men. Now, I'm talking about a Virgo who's a young woman. She might just as well be a young man. And these men over here might as well be women. So it's not gender locked into the cards. It's just the energies. That's all. But we have a man here. And he is a king of swords. And yeah, you're definitely in a relationship with him. And that relationship has taken a turn as well. But both of you are very clear. You look at the situation very clearly because you haven't been able to meet up and engage as often you would like to, but there are big transformations on the way. And that transformation entails a deepening. Now, this King of Swords, he's a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. And so he's born in that sign, or possibly has strong influences of that in his chart. So a Gemini, for example, is also on Mercury, and Geminis and Virgos have a really great time together. So you understand each other very, very well and find each other very interesting, very stimulating intellectually, which is nice. So what you need and what you're going to get in the weeks ahead is a lot more sociable meetups, small gatherings of people celebrating and feeling good and enjoying the summer, and maybe even the lesser burden at work as we get our systems going again and our people are being vaccinated. So there's a big justice on the way. And the Wheel of Fortune, I really like this. they start with this card here, judgment. Now, when that comes up in a relationship or in a situation, it straight away tells me that this work is good for you and you're good for your work, right? We could have worked that out before. And also the Wheel of Fortune, which is in the Goddess Tarot, symbolized by Lakshmi, an Indian deity, and represents all fortune, all abundance, all luck, etc. And the Justice card. So this is Libra's card. Maybe your partner is a Libra, but it also has to do with karma. So things are good, even though you're very, very tired. I genuinely believe that you feel very satisfied with yourself and with your relationship as well. And it's going to get better. So if you have any questions about this reading, you can just send me a message and I will try and clear it all up for you. But that's what it was. That's what the tarot cards had to say. And we'll go on to look at the oracle cards now. And we'll look at nature. It's time to return to nature and reconnect. Enjoy the scent of flowers. Walk quietly by the ocean. Hug a tree and get rooted in the core of Mother Earth. It's time for a look within. Nature will bring you back on track. Watch, listen, breathe, and connect. Feel the pulse of life streaming throughout, fully and naturally. Through our heart, we're connected to all things, including our higher self. Sit, quiet your mind, place your hand on your heart and connect. It's here that you will find your truth. Wow, that's quite powerful for a Virgo. You know it all, don't you? And the Dharma card. Yay, your highest purpose. Congratulations. You're on the path to fulfilling your highest purpose. You recently unraveled deeper insight into why you were put here on this planet and are ready to share your gifts in a bigger way. You realize that the obstacles you have faced were given to you for a reason and have provided you with the strength you needed to show up as your highest self. The universe is ready for you to rise up into your Dharma role to uplift the vibration of this entire planet. Continue to listen to the whispers of your soul. So beautiful. Thank you very much, Virgo, and anybody else that's been watching. Love and light.